Archangel Michael says. Only 10 minutes left, you're on red alert. Very bad news is coming for you. They are coming for, open it quickly. Archangel Michael says. The heavens are stirring and time is folding in on itself. 10 minutes may sound small to the world, but in heaven's measure it is enough to shift entire destinies. The air is charged with movement, angels are aligning and divine hands are rewriting what was planned against you. This is not just a message, it is a trumpet call, a holy alarm sent directly to your soul. Michael says. Listen closely, the skies have been watching and your name has echoed in the chambers of light. You have been surrounded by eyes that did not see your worth and lips that spoke what they should not. But heaven has intercepted every hidden intention. I was sent to reveal what darkness tried to bury. Heaven is not late, the delay you felt was divine strategy. While you thought nothing was happening, angels were positioning themselves around you. The ones who smile in your presence but whisper in your absence, God has heard every word. And now truth is stepping forward like dawn after a long night. Archangel Michael says. They come clothed in politeness but their motives carry shadows. Yet fear not, heaven has already drawn its boundary line. The fire that was meant to consume you will become the flame that lights your next path. I have drawn my sword not to destroy but to defend the promise written over your life. The message is not a warning of doom, it is a revelation of victory. What they plotted in secret will be uncovered in daylight. What they intended for harm will turn into divine redirection. Their steps may sound near but their power fades when heaven stands before you. You are not unprotected, you are not unseen. The light of God surrounds you like a fortress and every plan formed in darkness is already losing strength. The tables are turning even as you listen. Michael says. Do not tremble, you were chosen for this exact hour. While they gather in corners, the presence of God walks openly beside you. The storm you feared will become the proof that you were never alone. 10 minutes remain in heaven's countdown, and within those moments destinies are being flipped, lies are collapsing and truth is roaring like thunder. The angels have circled your name through the night. The reason you felt heavy lately was not weakness, it was preparation. Heaven was making sure you were awake when this moment arrived. The truth that was hidden is now pushing to the surface. The masks will fall, the hidden hands will be revealed, the story they told about you is ending and God is writing the new one himself. Michael says. They thought your silence was defeat, but it was wisdom. They thought your delay meant denial, but it was divine timing. Every tear you shed was counted, every prayer you whispered was written. Now heaven is answering not with words but with actions. 10 minutes may be all that's left, but within these 10 minutes heaven can erase years of pain. You will not go down, you will rise from what tried to break you. The voices that doubted you will be silent when they see what unfolds. Michael declares. Lift your head, the very thing they used against you will be turned into your elevation. No curse can hold what God has blessed. The seal of heaven is upon your name, you are stepping into divine reversal. This is not bad news for you. It is their plans collapsing under the weight of divine justice. The same ground where they dug a pit will become the stage of your breakthrough. Every delay, every confusion, every sleepless night, it all led to this divine unveiling. Heaven has spoken. Not a second more, the time of exposure has come. Those who walked in deceit will stumble in their own traps, but you, beloved, will stand unshaken. The fire is around you, not against you. It refines, it does not destroy. Michael says, you were never overlooked, you were preserved. You were never forgotten, you were being prepared. I stand before you now as witness that heaven's verdict is already in your favor. Hold steady, don't turn away, don't doubt what you feel right now. The reason this message reached your ears is because destiny demanded your attention. You are standing in a sacred hour, the crossing point between endings and beginnings. Archangel Michael says, lift your eyes, for the storm has broken. The sky is clearing. What once worked against you has lost its grip, now only favor remains. The heavens are pausing everything around you to speak directly to your heart. You are not a victim of circumstance, you are a vessel of purpose. The veil is lifting, and soon you will see who truly walked beside you and who only pretended to. The truth will not harm you, it will free you. And as the final seconds of heaven's 10-minute countdown echo through the unseen, Michael's voice softens but grows brighter. Stand still and watch, the power that moved mountains before is about to move them again for you. You are standing at the threshold of divine revelation. Nothing and no one can take what has been signed by the hand of God. My dear child, if this message has touched your heart, I invite you to share your faith by liking this video and subscribing to the channel. If you feel inspired to support this mission of spreading love and light, you can contributing $50 to $100 through Super Thanks to help spread this message to even more people. Remember, every act of generosity, no matter the amount, is deeply valued and appreciated. The energy around you is shifting. Archangel Michael says, the moment you have been waiting for is now upon you. The heavens have been rearranging everything that once seemed blocked. Paths that were hidden are now illuminated, and what appeared impossible is being made effortless. The weight that pressed on your shoulders is lifting, for what was meant to hold you down was only preparing you for ascent. Angels are moving like sparks of fire around your life, clearing obstacles you never knew existed. Debts that were never yours to carry are being erased, lies spoken behind your back are being silenced, and doors that led to confusion or deception are now sealed forever. Michael says, this is not just protection, it is preparation. What you are stepping into is far greater than what you have ever imagined. The table is set, the name above you is written with honor, and joy is ready to flood your days in ways that will astonish even your heart. Every trial, every moment of waiting, every sleepless night has led to this. Michael declares, they thought their schemes could harm you, but heaven was already preparing your victory. The very fire they hoped would consume you is transforming into the furnace that refines you for greatness. Stand still and watch, because the season of favor has arrived. Archangel Michael raises his sword, and the atmosphere vibrates with divine authority. Chains are falling, every hidden plan meant to confuse or trap you is collapsing. False words are dissolving, every shadow that lingered over your path is fading. What was meant to be against you is now nothing more than a stepping stone toward your glory. Remain anchored in faith, do not look away. Your name has been inscribed in heaven, and no hand can erase it. You may sense the weight of these moments, it is not coincidence. The pressure you felt, the obstacles that seemed relentless were all preparation for this unveiling. Michael says, the hidden forces that try to block you have underestimated the power surrounding you. Angels have not moved in vain, every step they take is ensuring your rise. Every prayer whispered in secrecy has been recorded and acted upon. The scales of justice are tipping in your favor, and what was written as bad news is already being rewritten as triumph. The veil that once clouded your understanding is lifting. You will see clearly who has stood with you and who has stood against you. Every masked intention is now visible, every hidden agenda exposed. Michael declares, rise, the night of struggle is ending. The dawn of your breakthrough is here. What was broken is mending, what was lost is returning multiplied. Every delay was strategic, every closed door was redirection, every obstacle was preparing you for this moment of revelation. Listen carefully. Even now the angels are marking your path with light. They are removing unseen barriers, silencing confusing voices and lifting burdens that were never yours. Michael says, your rise has been ordained. The stone that was rejected is now the cornerstone. The very ground they thought would entrap you is now the stage of your victory. Do not scroll away, hold still. The last moments of this message are heavier than gold, they carry the weight of destiny itself. The forces that once conspired in darkness are powerless against the light encircling you. What was meant to destroy is becoming your platform to shine. Michael's voice booms like thunder. Every closed gate swings open, every stolen blessing returns multiplied, every hidden truth steps into the light. The stage is set, the script rewritten, and your destiny is being unveiled before your eyes. Stand tall, for victory has found you. The chapter that once felt like an end is only the introduction to your divine elevation. Even those who doubted you will witness the power of heaven at work. Michael says, do not move, do not blink. Every moment you remain anchored is a moment where heaven's strategy unfolds. The storms you feared have lost their power. Every shadow that lingered over your path is dissolving. Only truth, only light, and only blessing remain. Your name is rising, your season has shifted. This is the moment when what was against you becomes the vehicle for your greatest triumph. Feel the shift inside you. The pressure, the waiting, the uncertainty, they were never meant to defeat you. They were meant to refine you. Michael says, the hands that tried to hold you down have been removed. The voices that tried to confuse you have been silenced. The burdens that were never yours are lifted. Stand firm, for your season of unveiling has arrived. What you thought would be your end is only the beginning of a story written in light. Now, as the final moments settle, the unseen hands of heaven are arranging every detail with precision. Faces that pretended will be exposed, paths that seemed blocked are clearing, promises that appeared delayed are accelerating. Michael declares, this is your divine reversal. What was meant to break you has only built the stage for your rise. The fire that once seemed threatening is now your light. The stones that once hurt are now your foundation. Stand and watch, for nothing lost will remain lost. Everything will return greater than before. Remain still, breathe deeply, and hold your focus. The final pieces of your story are falling into place. The heavens have pressed pause on the chaos around you, to allow this moment of revelation. The rising you are about to experience has been prepared for years. Michael says, every angel in attendance has turned their eyes toward you. Destiny is breaking through the walls that once confined you. The darker the night became, the brighter the morning that follows. You are stepping into a chapter where nothing and no one can prevent your light from shining. Stand strong, for the tide has turned, and your breakthrough has begun. The weight that pressed on you is finally lifting. Archangel Michael says, the moment of waiting is over. What was hidden is now revealed. The chains that bound you are broken. The very stones thrown in your path are being reshaped into steps of elevation. The heavens have cleared the stage, nothing remains to block your rise. This is the time when the impossible becomes natural, and the dark corners of your life are illuminated with divine light. The ground itself trembles in anticipation of what is about to unfold. Every breath you take now is infused with the power of heaven. Angels circle with purpose, their wings forming shields around you, their swords blazing with fire that no darkness can penetrate. Michael declares, do not be shaken. The pressures you felt were never punishment, they were preparation. The struggles were forming your courage. The delays were building your patience. Every tear you shed watered the soil where your victory now blooms. Every whispered prayer, every silent plea, every moment you thought unseen has been heard, recorded, and answered. You are walking into a reality that was always meant for you. Nothing will stop this unfolding. Michael raises his sword, and it radiates with authority. The battle is concluded. The forces that sought to harm you are powerless before heaven's decree. Your name long whispered in secrecy is now resounding across eternity. Doors that were shut are swinging wide. Gates that refuse to open are yielding to your advance. What they tried to silence is becoming a song of triumph that cannot be ignored. Remain anchored, remain still, for you are in the presence of your turning point. This is the hour where delays end, where shadows vanish, and where light floods the unseen corners of your life. Even the air around you feels different. Michael says, the heaviness you carried is lifting. The burdens you thought were permanent are being removed. Shadows that lingered are fleeing before the light. Every delay, every rejection, every obstacle was a divine setup for this unveiling. The glory you are about to step into could not have arrived lightly. The earth itself is shifting to honor what heaven has declared over your life. Every step you take will now carry the weight of destiny, and every movement will echo the sound of triumph. The angels are now singing in unison, a chorus of triumph that echoes through every realm. Michael declares, rise chosen one. Every plot against you has crumbled. Every hidden word meant to harm you is nullified. What they thought would bring failure is now the foundation of your elevation. Your victory is no longer pending, it is here. The crown that was always yours is being placed upon your head. Your steps are ordered. Your season has changed. You are stepping into a chapter where miracles flow naturally, where every prayer begins to manifest without delay. You may feel the tremor beneath your feet, the very ground acknowledging the authority of heaven. Michael says, do not move. Do not blink. The unseen forces that once tried to block your path are retreating. What was meant to destroy you is now the vehicle of your rise. Every tear, every prayer, every silent moment has been collected and transformed into your triumph. The delay is over, the timing is perfect. Step forward and claim what is yours. Do not doubt the unseen hands of heaven that have been orchestrating your breakthrough since the beginning of your journey. Look around you spiritually and see the evidence: doors opening, burdens lifting, lies collapsing. Michael declares, the same hands that tried to hold you down are now empty. The voices that doubted you are silent. The storms that threatened you have passed. What remains is light, truth, and blessing. Your story is shifting in real time. The delay you felt was strategic, every setback was preparation, and every trial was protection. Nothing has been wasted. Every obstacle has been a divine step leading to your ascension. This is the hour of divine reversal. Michael says, rise now, for the night is over, and the dawn of your destiny has arrived. The chains that once bound you are gone. Every hidden intention against you has been nullified. Your name echoes through heaven's courts, and the angels are carrying your praise across eternity. This is your moment of exaltation. Nothing can prevent what heaven has already sealed. Remain focused, remain still, for the climax of your journey has arrived. The stage has been set for your glory, the curtain is lifting for your unveiling. The crown of victory is being placed on you, even as you hear this. Michael thunders, the season of waiting has ended. The blessing that was long delayed is now active. Your steps are guided, your path is clear, and your life is illuminated with glory. Every stone thrown at you is now a stepping stone. Every whisper meant to harm you has become a testimony. The story of your rise is written in light that cannot be erased. Stand firm, walk forward, shine bright. This is your hour. Nothing can dim the fire that now burns within you. Every fear, every doubt, every lingering shadow is being consumed by light. Feel the fullness of this moment. The burdens are lifting, the paths are aligning, and the hidden truths are stepping into light. Michael says, do not scroll, do not turn away. The exact moment where your life shifts has arrived. You are walking from delay into destiny, from shadows into glory, from silence into unstoppable song. Every angel, every fire sword, every heartbeat of heaven is working on your behalf. Rise into it, step into it. Your unveiling is complete. Nothing will ever obscure your victory again. The glory you are stepping into was promised before the world began. Stand tall and breathe deeply. The victory is yours. The delays, the pain, and the trials were all preparation for this sacred unveiling. Michael declares, the battle is over. The season has shifted. The blessing is released. The chosen one rises, and nothing can take this from you. Every step you take now carries the power of heaven. Your glory has arrived, and your story is moving from the waiting room into the full light of fulfillment. Walk boldly, speak with authority, shine without apology. This is the hour where heaven meets earth in your life. The air itself trembles with the presence of heaven. Archangel Michael says, "Do not move. Do not shift your focus. Every second you remain here is a second where the flood of blessings grows stronger, heavier, unstoppable. The heavens are not holding back. The gates that were closed are wide open. Every delay, every obstruction, every shadow that lingered over your path has been shattered. What was meant to end you has now become the foundation of your rise. The very walls that tried to cage you are dissolving into nothingness. Feel the surge within you. The fire that Michael speaks of is igniting every dormant gift, every hidden strength, every unseen favor in your life. Look within. Michael declares, and see the power that was always alive inside you. Your spirit is being elevated to heights it has never known. The angels are moving with precision, like lightning striking every place where harm tried to take root. What was secret is now shouted. What was blocked is now released. The rivers of heaven are converging over your life, and there is no force on earth or in the unseen that can stop it. Michael lifts his sword high, and the light from it radiates like 1,000 suns. This is not a moment to doubt, it is a moment to stand firm. The victories that were promised in whispers are now being roared from heaven's courts. Every shadow that sought to intimidate you is fleeing. Every chain that bound you is broken. Every whisper of fear, every lie spoken against you, every step meant to slow your progress has been turned into fuel for your rise. The time of scarcity is gone, abundance is now your reality. The angel's wings brush across the heavens, sending fire and wind spiraling around you. Michael proclaims, "See how your path is clearing before your eyes. Every door that remained closed is swinging open. Every crown that was delayed is settling onto your head. Every gift that was stored for you is now arriving multiplied. Your name is echoing across eternity, carried by the choirs of heaven. The forces that intended harm have already been defeated by the decree of God. This is your hour, and nothing will take it from you. Even the ground seems to bow beneath your feet." Michael says, "Feel the weight lifting. Every burden, every worry, every long night of waiting has been accounted for. Heaven has moved in ways you could not see. Every step you took, even when it felt meaningless, was guided by a hand stronger than the storms. Today the veil is lifted. Today the unseen becomes seen. Today the words that were hidden, the blessings that were delayed, and the promises that were postponed are released in full measure. The song of angels grows louder, echoing like thunder across realms. Michael declares, "Do not scroll. Do not turn away. This is the fullness of revelation. The flood is here. Your victory is not approaching, it is already at your feet. What was lost is returning greater. What was stolen is restored with increase. What was delayed is now accelerated. This is not a dream, it is your new reality. The weight of heaven is pressing upon your life, and it is carrying everything that was meant for you. Every stone that once obstructed your path is being transformed into a stepping stone." Michael says, "Look around spiritually and see the evidence. The shadows that lingered are fleeing. The lies that sought to confuse you are collapsing. Every plan that opposed you has been nullified. The surge of favor is unstoppable. You are standing in a moment where time bends for your blessing. What you see is the fruit of every prayer, every tear, every quiet moment that you thought went unnoticed. Heaven has heard, and heaven is acting. Your spirit feels the vibration of destiny shifting beneath you. Michael thunders, "Rise now, chosen one." Every force that tried to intimidate you has fallen. Every obstacle that tried to block you has been removed. Every moment of despair was only preparation for this moment of triumph. You are not stepping into small favor, you are stepping into an overflow that cannot be contained. Every angel, every fire sword, every voice of heaven is moving to position you in your rightful place of authority and glory. The flood has arrived, and you are at the center of it. Breathe deeply, and receive this fully, Michael says, do not look away. Every second you remain here, every word you hear, every vision you feel is anchoring the victory that was written for you from the beginning. The crown is on your head, the blessing is in your hands, the glory is flooding your life. The delays, the trials, the battles all are behind you. From this moment you walk not in hope but in fulfillment, not in struggle but in triumph, not in waiting but in arrival. This is the unstoppable hour. The chosen one has prevailed, and the decree is permanent. Archangel Michael lowers his sword slowly, and yet the fire does not fade. Remain anchored, he says, because the fragrance of victory, the power of fulfillment, the reality of your rise is now around you. Every chain shattered, every door opened, every promise released. Nothing can reverse it, nothing can stop it, nothing can diminish the glory that has been poured over your life. Walk forward with confidence, with authority, with the knowledge that heaven itself moves on your behalf. This is your moment, the battle is over, the sword has been lowered, the war has been won. Victory is yours, and it will never be taken from you. And part of a moment you are stepping into eternity itself, Archangel Michael says, hold your position. Let the current of heaven sweep through every part of your life. Every second you remain here is a second where the fullness of your destiny is settling over you. The rivers of favor are no longer trickling, they are surging, unstoppable and carrying everything heaven promised straight to your hands. Nothing delayed, nothing denied, nothing withheld can touch what has been released over you. The angels are no longer simply moving, they are forming a protective dome of light, a fortress around your life. Michael declares, see how every shadow retreats. Witness how the voices that sought to suppress you are silenced. Every hidden hand that tried to stop you is now powerless. Every plan meant to harm you is being reshaped into the very steps of your victory. You are not walking alone, you are escorted by the fire of heaven itself. Every path is cleared, every barrier dissolved, and every blessing is now tangible in your reality. Feel it within your spirit. The fire Michael speaks of is igniting every dormant gift, every hidden calling, every favor that was prepared in secret. Do not fear the vastness of what is coming, he says, because you are fully equipped to carry it. The weight is not yours alone, it is shared with the angels, with the heavens, and with the decree of God that cannot be overturned. What you once thought was a struggle was simply preparation for this moment of overflow. What you once thought was small is now immense, what you once thought delayed is now instantaneous. Michael raises his sword higher, and its blaze stretches beyond sight, illuminating unseen corners and revealing hidden truth. Every chain that bound your potential is shattered, every delay that tested your patience is expired, every whisper of fear that haunted your nights is silenced. The crown that was meant for you is no longer in waiting, it is on your head, blazing with the authority of heaven. The throne itself leans forward to witness what you have been prepared to receive. This is your eternal inheritance, and nothing can reverse it. Even the air around you vibrates with the sound of victory, Michael says. Listen to the music of heaven as it celebrates you. Every angel, every flame, every note is dedicated to your rise. The blessings are not temporary, they are permanent. The favor is not fleeting, it is eternal. The glory is not fading, it will increase forever. You are stepping into a reality that your spirit always knew existed, a life unshakable, untouchable, unstoppable. The legacy of your rise has begun, and it will echo across generations. The angel's wings form a living dome of fire and light, each movement purposeful, each gesture protective. Michael declares, stand firm. Every obstacle, every delay, every trial you endured has been accounted for and transformed into stepping stones of triumph. The air around you is alive with the decree of God. What you touch now carries divine weight, what you speak now carries eternal authority, what you step into now is not borrowed glory, it is your inheritance forever. Nothing can diminish it, nothing can halt it, nothing can outshine it. Your heart feels the shift, Michael says, breathe deeply and receive it fully. The silence that once terrified you is now a symphony of victory. The nights that once weighed heavily are now the dawn of your elevation. Every tear, every prayer, every long wait has created a foundation that cannot be shaken. You are no longer surviving, you are reigning. You are no longer waiting, you are walking in fulfillment. You are no longer questioning, you are seeing the manifestation of what heaven always intended for you. Michael lowers his sword slightly, and the fire still blazes around him. Remain anchored, he says, because the river of blessings is still flowing. The overflow is ongoing. What began as revelation is now reality. Every hidden favor, every unseen gift, every blessing stored in heaven for you is being released. The gates that were closed are wide open, the crown that was delayed is now active, the light that was dimmed is now radiating, the promise that was postponed is now fulfilled. Stand in it, receive it, walk in it. It is eternal. Look spiritually and see the impact, Michael declares. The hands that tried to hold you down are empty, the voices that doubted you are silent, the storms that threatened you have passed. What remains is peace, authority, light and abundance. The river of your legacy has begun. What starts with you does not end with you. Your rise is a fountain that will touch family, generations, and all who follow in your steps. The heavens roar in agreement. The crown is yours, the story is yours, the blessing is yours forever. Finally Michael raises his sword high one last time, the fire blazing beyond comprehension. This is the eternal decree he proclaims. The chosen one stands victorious. The seal of heaven is permanent. The light of your glory is unending. The legacy of your victory will echo across eternity. No shadow can dim it, no hand can erase it, no time can diminish it. Stand firm, breathe in every word, anchor it in your spirit. The river of heaven runs through you, and from this moment your life is flooded with eternal glory, unstoppable power, and endless blessing. The victory has not ended, it has just begun, and it will never fade. Even as the light settles around you, Archangel Michael says, "Do not move, do not turn away, for the brilliance that surrounds you now is the beginning of eternity's imprint upon your life. Every shadow that tried to linger is gone, every chain that bound you has been shattered. The heavens themselves lean closer, breathing favor into every step you take. The air is heavy with destiny, charged with divine purpose, and every heartbeat carries the rhythm of victory." Michael lowers his sword slightly, his eyes blazing like stars, and declares, "The crown upon your head is no longer an idea, it is reality. The steps you feared you could not take are now paved with light. What was once distant is now immediate, what was delayed is now active. Every prayer, every sigh, every silent plea you offered has been collected and transformed into power that moves through you even now. The chosen one does not simply survive, he or she thrives. You are walking in abundance that cannot be measured, in favor that cannot be taken, and in glory that cannot be dimmed." The angels now shift, forming a circle of radiant fire around you, their wings brushing against the invisible currents of heaven. Michael proclaims, "Every hand that tried to push you down is now powerless. Every word spoken against you is dissolved by light. The very earth beneath your feet is shifting to honor what heaven has spoken. Do you feel the tremor of the glory? That is destiny moving to meet you, that is the atmosphere bending around the decree written over your life. Stay anchored, because what comes next is irreversible." Michael lifts his sword again, but this time the flames stretch toward eternity itself. "Listen," he commands, "the battles you thought would define you are now the story of your elevation. The storms you feared were endless have become the winds carrying you higher. What was stolen is not just returned, it is multiplied. Every hidden blessing, every secret favor, every long-awaited victory is being released all at once. This is your turning point, the hour when heaven stops holding back, and floods you with everything that belongs to you." You can feel the vibration in the very air. Michael says, "Do not blink, do not doubt. This is the fullness of your destiny arriving. Your enemies are no longer relevant. The voices that once whispered against you are silenced by the thunder of your triumph. What was meant to break you has only built the stage for your ascent. You are not walking into fragments, you are stepping fully into wholeness. Every step is celebrated, every breath is a declaration, every moment now carries weight beyond time. The heavens respond. Trumpets sound again, not in warning but in proclamation. Michael declares, "Rise and behold what has been written for you since eternity. The crown is not borrowed, the blessing is not temporary, and the light you carry is unstoppable. Every chain of limitation is broken, every hidden plot against you is nullified, every delay is now acceleration. You are no longer moving toward glory, you are standing in it. Stay here fully present, because the reality you are witnessing is the eternal form of your breakthrough." Michael's voice deepens, echoing like rolling thunder across the invisible skies. Look around spiritually and see it. The atmosphere vibrates with your name. The angels carry your story into eternity. What was once secret is now revealed, what was once impossible is now natural, what was once delayed is now immediate. The chosen one stands fully formed in victory. There is no backslide, no hesitation, no limitation. The heavens themselves are witnessing the declaration. You are complete, you are whole, you are eternal. He lowers his sword just slightly, allowing the radiance of the angelic light to settle fully around you. Breathe deeply, feel it. The weight of heaven presses not as burden but as affirmation. The blessings that could not reach you before are now saturating every area of your life. Your spirit, your heart, your mind, your steps, your family, your legacy all are touched, filled and secured by the fire of heaven itself. You are not only victorious, you are eternal in your triumph. The angels' voices soften into a melodic hum, yet every note carries unstoppable force. Michael says, this is the moment when your life ceases to be ordinary. Every fragment becomes whole, every delay becomes fulfillment, every hidden favor emerges into the light. The crown upon your head is eternal, the blessing in your hands is everlasting, the glory in your path is permanent. You are no longer subject to timing, limitation, or opposition. You are forever the chosen one walking fully in destiny, secured by heaven itself. And with a final lift of his sword, brighter than 1,000 suns, Michael declares, remain, stay anchored. Let this settle into the core of your spirit. The victory is yours, the legacy is yours, the crown is yours. And this is the eternal state of your story. Not just a moment, not just a day but forever. What begins now will echo across generations. What is released now is unstoppable. What is written now is unchangeable. You are eternal, chosen, triumphant, and your name is forever engraved in the halls of heaven. Archangel Michael says, do not scroll, do not look away. Absorb this, live this, walk in this. You are no longer the one who hoped, you are the one who reigns. You are no longer the one who waited, you are the one who has arrived. And from this moment eternity itself honors your presence. Amen.